rings. What are they? Are they real? Do they actually last forever? We're gonna find out today. Hello, welcome. Welcome to the Video Game Valley. It's a beautiful day today, a perfect 72 degrees out. We're continuing Eternal Ring on the PlayStation 2. Eternal Ring on the PlayStation 2. How y'all doing? How are things going for you? Got a green tea with me. With jasmine. Delightful. I put together a sofa today. Had a sofa delivered. My previous sofa had been busted for like 10 years now. It needed to be replaced for like a whole 10 years. But it's finally happened. I finally got a new sofa in. New sofa. Beautiful sofa. It's green. It's a green sofa. Sofa's green. How are the cats? Cats are doing okay. Cats aren't doing too bad. Sofa pics. I'll get sofa pics at some point. I'll show you this sofa. Just imagine a green sofa. It doesn't look anything like that. Like what you're imagining. You had any responses to your Grimace follow-up? Oh, it's mostly the same comments. It's very funny to have the exact same comments that the characters are saying in the video. It's the exact same comments people are just stating again. Like, people just really like saying their opinion on things. I find it pretty ghoulish. Like, you know, how do I put this? There's a way I want to phrase this. Alright, here's how I'll put it. When I was a young child, when I was a tiny baby, when I was in school, I was in regular school for babies. I was in school, I was like 9 or 10 or something, I don't know. I don't know how old school children are, but I was a school child in school. And, you know, I'm a white person. I'm Greek, but, you know, it's white. And many of my friends were white. I had many white friends. And there were jokes that they would tell. The school was reasonably diverse, but it's the South. There were jokes that my friends would tell that were definitely racist. Absolutely racist jokes. And me, at the time, like, I thought that I was not racist. But of course I was. It's hard to grow up as a white person in the South and not have some amount of racism just built in. And I would hear these jokes. And I would not realize that they were racist. But inside, deep down, I knew. And the reason that I know that I knew is because eventually I had non-white friends. I had a good number of non-white friends. And I thought about those jokes, and immediately I was like, oh, I'm not going to tell these jokes in front of my non-white friends. And I hadn't realized that the jokes were racist until that moment. Now, granted, I am like a 9-year-old or something, so cut me a little bit of slack. But I thought about it. I remember having this moment of like, why do I not want to say this to this person? It's like, oh, I just inherently know that this will upset them. And the reason why is because it's racist. And I started thinking about the fact that maybe I shouldn't tell the joke anywhere. maybe I shouldn't tell this joke anywhere if it's racist. And from that point on, I've had this idea in my head sometimes where, like, when I'm going to say something, like, does the people in front of me change whether or not I should say this? Does it change how it feels, how it looks? And if so, why? Because, you know, there are times in which, like, I would not say the F word in front of my grandmother. And it's not because I shouldn't ever say the F word. I love saying the F word in my own private time. But, you know, I know that this would upset her. And so I would not say the F word in front of my grandmother. Out of respect. But there are some things that I would not say to anyone because I I think that those things are bad things to say. And one way to know whether they're bad is just to imagine saying them. Is this racist? Well, imagine saying this to someone for whom the joke is about. Now, the reason I say all of this is there's a lot of comments people were making about USAID. And I just pictured in my head these comments being made surrounded by the children who are dying and their parents. Just imagine, like, having a bunch of kids dying of starvation or malaria or cholera or something just directly around you, just immediately around you, and being like, well, you have to understand, American imperialism. Look, I know you need this medicine, but there's a long history of American imperialism, and you know, the United States has used USAID for soft power for a while, so it's like a tool of the state. Yeah, that's why we're taking your cholera medication away. that's why we're setting your food on fire. It's like, sometimes I think it's easy to forget that people exist and are real. People exist and are real. What would I actually want to say to the people? I would be like, what would the actual, like, anti-imperialist thing to say and do be? It would be, hey, this system is imperialist and messed up, but it's the only system we have right now that's getting you your medicine. So we're gonna do what we can to replace this with one that's not imperialist. But in the meantime, here's your medicine and food. Anyway, there's a lot of just ghoulish comments. A lot of just wildly ghoulish comments, and I feel like I've taken like a lot of psychic damage from it. Just seeing like how many people out there genuinely just do not care about Just a huge number of children dying in horrible ways. Library. Soft power is probably the better type of power. See, I genuinely think most of what the United States does is not all that great for the world in general. But I think there are ways to change that for the better, and there are ways to change that for the worse. KJ Zonda, thank you for the $5. And announced that Kiki's delivery service has been given an all-new 4K restoration, which will be screening in theaters starting next month. A good movie, thank you. Hey, that's a great film. There's the egghead. Look at this goofball. Can I attack this person? Oh my god, I can. Oh, jeez. Sorry, I didn't actually think about this. I think I should probably use my thunder. Almost certainly purchasing a Japanese Saturn this December. Any modifications you would consider essential or just recommend? Already planning card reader stuff. I haven't really done like mods and stuff to my Saturn. The only things I've done is like optical drive emulator stuff to be able to play like homebrew games and what have you. Finally got my internet back. Congratulations! That's been a while. Glad to have you. This magic crystal. I know that son of a gun dropped something. There we go. Ritual gem. Right. I thought I killed this one. Oh, I did. Oh my god, where's the other one then? Because the other one. There it is. There's that son of a bun. Got him. Fire Dragon Gem. I wonder if the other one dropped something and I just didn't see it. Son of a gun. Wrong one. Malphazar, thank you for the $2. You doing okay, Malphazar? You doing alright, Malphazar? What situation in general? Just the... Oh, there. Not really. Yeah. Yeah, I've been pretty depressed. Oh. No, I did not mean to go here. Okay. Here we go. Wow, look at these. Okay, oh, there's a son of a gun over there. This magic crystal. It's my wind cutter. Need to find more magic. I guess I could start stabbing things. I can start stabbing things. Oh, I had to send a counterclaim today. The music that I use at the beginning of this stream. The music that I use at the opening of this stream, it is... let's see. I want to make sure I get this exactly right. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it, but Gymnopedi number 2. Saute, yeah. Eric Saute. Sautier? Sautier. I'm mispronouncing his name too. Gymnopedi. Number 2. The specific recording that I use is one from Smart Sound. It's a track I licensed from Smart Sound. But what's important about this is that the melody is from 1895. Sache. The melody is from 1895. But the recording that I use is a modern recording that I've licensed. Every single Video Game Valley stream that I do gets a copyright claim for that song, because a handful of companies have decided to put various royalty-free music, not royalty-free music, various classical melodies into YouTube's melody detector. And so I've spoken before. Latin auteur frequently claims the video, but there's another group, Century Music, and recently they've been doing this thing where they claim they claim the video because of the melody in that song, and I dispute it and then they deny my dispute. I sent over my license and all the information, and they deny my dispute. At that point, the only option is to appeal their denial. And if they deny the appeal, then my channel gets a copyright strike and the VOD gets taken down. So, in the past, I haven't done that, but instead have emailed the company directly and been like, hey, you messed this one up. Here's my license, blah, blah, blah. And in the past, they have fixed it. But recently, they stopped. They stopped fixing it, and they started denying my claims again. So I have actually sent an appeal now, which if they deny, will have like an actual negative effect on my channel, and I'll get a copyright strike. At which point, I have to do a super appeal. The super appeal is basically a sue me bro sort of thing, where they then have the requirement by YouTube that they have to sue me, or the claim gets released and the video gets put up. Now, the main downside with doing like this super appeal thing is that, you know, you have to do it when you're 100% certain about your legal rights, because if you lose the super appeal, YouTube bans you from the site forever. Your whole channel gets taken down and you're gone for all time. All of your videos. Why not update the song? Because I have a license to the song. I purchased a license. Kaylin, thank you for the $2. Potion for you to repair the psychic damage. Thank you. I will drink the potion. Gulp, 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 gulp. Gabba gabba. Gabba. OTA con. Thank you for the $1.99. Their tube. It is their tube. It's not my tube. It's their dig dig tube. Oh, there we go. There we go. Eric Saute song is in public domain. No, I mean, the melody absolutely is public domain. But again, the recording that I have is one that I licensed. But it's not the recording that they're claiming. They're claiming the melody. They're claiming to own the melody. How do I explain this situation? How do I... Alright, the oldest song known to mankind is called Hurricane Hymn Number 6, dating back to 1400 BC. 3,400 years ago. Essentially what's happening is someone's like, I'm gonna take the Hurricane Hymn Number 6 from 3,400 years ago and pretend like I own that melody. I'm gonna pretend like this is my melody. That I own this from cave people time. I own this melody. They're putting it into the system. They're like, I own this 3,400-year-old melody. And then what's happening is like, I go to a licensing site and they're like, hey, we recorded a new recording of Hurricane Hymn Number 6 from 3,500 years ago. You can license this track, and I licensed the track and I put it on YouTube in my live stream. And there's other companies like, oh, we wrote that melody 3,400 years ago. That's ours, actually. We wrote that, actually. We wrote that melody. Officer, thank you for the $2. Maybe explain it in song. Maybe explain it in Jim P-Day number 2. Part of a specific recording of a classical song being flagged, but not the melody of the song. Yeah, so YouTube has a system where they can detect both melodies and lyrics. Lyrics is a new thing, which is very concerning. but they can detect melodies and lyrics. So, here's the specific claim for this video. What they did is they have a song. It's called Tranquility that just uses Jim P number 2. It just uses Jim P number 2. Melody or lyrics. This is what is being claimed right here. Melody or lyrics to their song, which they are just calling Tranquility, but it's not. It's not. As you can see, it's content found right here, 2 minutes. I'm trying to play it, but it's not playing. You know the music at the beginning of the stream. Video uses this song's melody or lyrics. The composition is the melody and or lyrics written by the songwriters and composers, which is, again, Eric Sache. The rights are often managed by different rights holders in each country and are separate from the rights associated with recordings of the song. What you can do, because my claim was denied, so I have taken into, I have submitted the appeal. So they have 7 days to give me a to either release the claim or give me a copyright strike and take the VOD down. Oh my god. Okay, we're going back up. This has been a consistent issue. A number of people have just put into the YouTube copyright system things that they simply do not own. Things that they simply do not have the right to put in there. And it's bad enough when they do this, but then, you know, you submit an appeal and you get your appeal submitted. But it's much worse when they deny your appeals, when you send over your license explaining the situation exactly. Gonna threaten to take them to court or accept the copyright strike if they deny. Oh, I'm not gonna threaten to take them to court. It's them who have to take me to court. Oh my god, I got zip zapped. Like, if they take down the oh my god, I got zip zapped again. If I got the copyright strike, then I'm gonna do the super appeal, at which point it gets automatically decided in my favor unless they sue me. Ritual gem. Keep getting zip-zapped. Is Robert still here? Did you get my, did you get that thing I sent you? You get that thing I sent you? I haven't thought about that show in a while. Well, it popped into my head right now. Alright, I hit a switch. Finally got around to watching everything on Charlie the Unicorn Blu-ray. Commentary tracks were great and I liked them. I'm glad you liked the commentary tracks. Thank you for getting the Blu-ray. If you could read all those books. You'd think so. You read a lot of books in Skyrim though, and I don't really spend the time reading them. I mean, I'm glad you can read the books. But, you know. I always collect all the books and never read a single one. Well, I'm pretty sure I read The Lusty Argonian Maid. I'm pretty sure I read that one, but... It pours. Oh yeah, I just saw your Discord message. I'm glad you got the file. I hope that works for you. Robert's got a big video coming out at some point. Very excited about this video. Keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for this new Robert video. Some sort of sound playing that shouldn't be playing. He's gonna keep hearing this sound. I'm gonna save the game. And then I gotta load the... No, that's not gonna... I can try loading. I don't actually think that's gonna work. No. I am gonna need to maybe go to a different zone. This is worse. Yeah, I do think I need to just reboot. I think this is the only actual issue I have with this game. Occasionally there's sound bugs. Loading. Okay. No. No. No, I don't want to go up here. I guess this is fine. I actually don't know if we've been up here yet. I have no idea if we've been to this library or a different library. I'm pretty sure there are now 2 songs playing. I actually think there's 2 distinct songs playing over top of each other. Chest was open, so we have been here. This is the area we've been to. Stop zipping and zapping. Won't back down. One thing that I find very funny, and this was by design, this is something I did intentionally. I have gotten a lot of miserable comments in debate and what have you on the grimace stuff. And it is very funny to me that all of this discussion is happening around grimace foot fetish content. It feels right for the state of American politics. I was hoping that this would use up less resources. I'm not actually sure that it does. Possibly because I'd miss a bunch, but also... Officer, I'm gonna give you the $5. What makes this all somehow worse? Just the distractions. They can fleece the country, so they can rob us while our house burns. Yeah, there is kind of a lot of like stripping for parts and stuff happening. Which is not fun. Gotcha. Hey, come over here. Hey, that worked. I gotta stab more. I forgot that I got a new sword, so my stabbing is more powerful. More powerful than ever before. The response. I feel like you channeled Bigfoot quite well in the middle there. I'm assuming Bigfoot is a YouTuber. I assume you're not talking about the mythical forest creature. Unless there's a lot about Bigfoot's politics I'm not aware of. Chatters from the other night. Oh, yeah, okay. No, I understand what you're saying now. That's scary. Stabbed the ferry. Got a divine gem. I feel bad about stabbing the fairy. I feel like maybe I shouldn't stab fairies. But I can. I can stab them. No, I can definitely try to stab them. I stabbed the other one. No problem. Got nothing for that. Hell's Show, thank you for the €5.99. I was also thinking how funny it is that Grimace foot fetish stuff is not a vehicle for serious discussion about ideologies and child death. This is the FilmCow way. There's a lot of responses that I expected. A lot of responses that I expected. I was not actually familiar with like some of the more buck wild USAID conspiracies though. So not being like super into like the Joe Rogan stuff. Like I was not aware that like we live in a time in which it's become very clear to a large number of people that it's a very effective way to like wield political power by just like inventing your own reality. So for instance, if you close a United States aid organization and the reason you have for doing so is maybe not one that people are going to find acceptable. You just have to come up with another reason and say that that's the truth. It doesn't really matter how like unbelievable what you say is. As long as you have a reason, people will believe it. And they tell you when it blocks my comments. It depends. Sometimes it tells me, sometimes it doesn't. It depends on what category of blocking. Oh no. I didn't mean to use magic there. Depends on what category of blocking. Gotta save my magic. One of the examples I think of sometimes about like inventing reality And this is an incredibly minor thing. It's just like one part of the way that things work now. Years ago there was a... Dang, I can't get that gem. Years ago there was a news story about how schools were turning their children into like furries. There's this like Fox News panic. I think it was mostly Fox News, but I'm sure it popped up elsewhere. It's like, oh, schools are turning kids into cat boys and cat girls and stuff. The litter box thing. Yeah, the litter box thing. It's like they even have these litter boxes that the kids use now. And like, I think most people are familiar with this example at this point. Like, this was one school that had a emergency lockdown room for school shootings. And it's very small children at this school who would maybe not be able to hold it in for long periods of time if there was an active shooter on school. And so, like, they got litter and stuff for an emergency situation if there's a school shooter on campus. And these tiny children, if they don't want them to wet their pants. But, you know, it was politically advantageous to create an entirely fake story around this. And that is one little example, but that's kind of everything now. Like, these used to be, like, few and far between. These sorts of things, but it's everything. Sacrifice. Yeah, I'll zap him. Tired of swinging my sword around. What are we doing? I didn't see a... You know, I should probably go upstairs again, because I feel like in the other area I found a switch. And I probably need another switch, right? There's probably an additional switch I need. I definitely hear a fairy. Oh, I guess the sound is just... It's just made up. It's just playing. Not made up. I guess the sound is just... It's just play. It's a fake sound. Fake sound, everyone. This is not a real sound. We got another sound bug. Changing its pitch a little bit. Weird. Just got my copy of Resident Evil 9 on Steam. Nice. I haven't actually, like, I saw... I'm pretty sure I saw at least one early teaser or something, but I haven't seen most of the material for this game, so... I know very little about it. I hope it's good. I hope it's a good Resident Evil game. Mr. Croop, thank you for the $5. Grimace comment response videos are perfect. Distillment of the U.S. political landscape. Are a bit beyond Overton window shift. It's disorienting. Yeah. I'm a bit disoriented. They haven't shown a lot. I guess if the game's out now, right, then there's probably some reviews, right? Oh my god. It comes out Thursday. Okay. Sorry, apparently there were some leaks. Because Hideki Kamiya says Resident Evil Requiem leakers deserve 1,000 deaths. 1,000 deaths for the leakers. gotta save again and restart. Unless there's like an area I can go to where the sound will stop. It's possible. Oh yeah, this guy.
You can get to Lila's house by going underground from here.
Underground. Well, we saved. That's not the way. So hoping the sound would fix itself, but no, I do actually have to restart. It just loves playing this sound. Yoko Taro writing an Eva show. It's big news for me this week. It feels so much like we need another weird guy. we need another weird guy to write Ava. I don't really think it's gonna work necessarily. Like, I feel like that's the sort of thing a studio would think makes sense, but an artist would know did not. It's like if someone hired me to write Clay World. Like, I would understand the logic there. But sometimes there is like a series that's so specific to one artist. Yeah, well, need more product. Can't not have new product. Finally listened to the audio theater table today. Interesting question. We all want Clay World back, but at what cost? At what cost? I genuinely don't understand what I'm supposed to do here. I think maybe I need one more switch, but I don't know where that switch is, and this does seem to be like a labyrinth with a bunch of really annoying enemies. Okay. Second switch. Need more foamy. I'm pretty sure there is still regularly new foamy. I think foamy is still going on. I watched a live stream of that guy at some point. Here we go. I watched a live stream with Johnny and Mathers. Is that the guy's name? This was like 2 or 3 years ago, I think. He was talking about how kids these days spend too much time on their phones. It's like, man, it's that's certainly a big in tab in like 2024 or whatever. Still got it. Still on the pulse of things. Alright. Dang it, it's another one of those beasts. Isn't the next Toy Story movie literally about kids spending too much time on their iPads? Isn't that the next Toy Story movie? That's what the next Toy Story is, right? Wow. Just noped out of there. I had a couple problems with Toy Story 4, but in general, like, I thought it was interesting to do a movie about, what was 4? 4 was essentially about Woody and, what's her name, Bo Peep, realizing that they're getting older and that maybe they should retire. and just kind of Just kind of follow their interests that they've spent so long doing one role. And maybe it's time to call it quits. Retire from what? From a toy life. From being a toy. So there's a handful of things in that movie that I have issue with, but in general, I thought it was fine. I don't think it needed to exist. I thought Third had a perfect ending, but I thought it was fine. Power of Seek. Oh, nice. I think this is the ring I really wanted. Magic that has been cast targets and follows enemies. Absolutely. What the heck? Back here. Okay. Well, we still need 2 keys before I can actually do anything here. Of people playing video games and the amount of time they play has gone down below 2019 numbers. That doesn't surprise me. The economy is so much worse, people have to work more. How much time do people have to play video games now? Combine that with the fact that, like, at the same time, the economy started which are like $100 now. Yeah, games are also way more expensive. Like, the price of consoles, like, goes up every couple years now. It used to be a console would come out at one price, and then over the course of its life, it would go down and down and down. But now it goes up and up and up. Yeah, the Xbox Series X launched at $500, and it's now $650. It keeps going up. We can just play crab game for free. Yeah, I actually think, outside of the fact that it's going to become impossible to build a PC for less than $10,000, outside of that, there's no better time to be PC gaming. I think there's so much like good indie stuff on PC.
You're safe. I'm so glad you're okay.
Oh, good. Thank you.
This is my house. This town was built by the Elysians. I'm all alone here. You're from Solsha, so I think you need to know the truth. It's a long story. In this land, there once existed a civilization called Elysia, which had magical powers.
Nice.
The Elysian magicians decided to create the ultimate living organism and started studies to achieve such a creation. After making sacrifice upon sacrifice, they finally created an artificial human called Solus. This child had magical powers second to none. He was a perfect human that would never die. The magicians were very pleased and worshipped him as a god. But there was something he didn't have. He lacked any emotions.
It's like Data from Star Trek. Anyone remember Data from Star Trek? That guy didn't have any emotions. It was a regular plot point on Star Trek. Remember Data?
He was unable to feel sadness or pain.
Dang it.
So he didn't feel anything when he hurt somebody. And when somebody died, he couldn't understand the concept of death.
I couldn't understand the concept.
When the magicians saw how he destroyed cities so innocently, they finally realized what a monster they had created. In order to calm the being that would never die, they had to trap him forever in a cage without time or space.
Nice.
The cage they trapped him in is the Eternal Ring. And the power they thought the ring possessed is actually Solus. After sealing Solus in the Eternal Ring, the people of Elysia left the island, leaving only a small group to guard the Eternal Ring. The Elysians that moved to the mainland became the Solsians. They changed their name and over time forgot their history. The Solsians suddenly returned to this island 20 years ago. The Solsians, who were chased by the Aldine army, came back to the island, relying on an uncertain legend they vaguely knew. They believed the Eternal Ring ensealed a god that would protect them from within. The Solsians, against the Guardian's wishes, pried open the Eternal Ring.
It's a bad idea. You don't... I don't want to pry open a regular ring.
Solus was awakened, and just for fun, he transformed the Solsians, who wanted power to fight the Aldines, into dragons.
Wait, how would he transform them? Okay, transform them into dragons.
The strong power of his magic became a curse against the entire island. He simply doesn't know right from wrong because he was so young.
He's just a little baby. He doesn't know right from wrong. He only knows turn into a dragon.
The Guardians managed to fix the Eternal Ring and succeeded in capturing Solus again.
I'm sure that was quite the adventure. Quite the story. I bet that was a sight to behold.
There weren't as many powerful magicians as in the past, so they were unable to seal him in completely.
Yeah, they didn't do a great job. Shoddy work.
The sacrifices were great as well. My mother and I were the only ones who survived.
The only ones who survived.
She passed away 2 years ago. Oh, we don't have much time. You stay right here, okay?
Okay. Stay safe.
To my beloved daughter, Lila, these are my last words. It will give me great joy if you read all that I've written about the past. As you know, you are the last of the Solstian people.
I'm glad we get to hear this
20
story
years
from
ago, The
From two
Solstians
people.
crossed over to this island and destroyed the Eternal Ring. Many of the Guardians died, leaving only me. And I was old and frail. When I was losing all desire to live, Lila, you were the one who gave me the strength I needed to go on. I raised you as my own, and you grew up to be a perfect daughter.
Perfect.
On the day you turned 10, I told you about your real mother who passed away, and your father who became a fire dragon. Still, you chose to stay by my side. You even called me mother. You were close friends with Solus, of whom the Guardians were deathly afraid. I know you're trying very hard to save his cursed existence, and I believe that one day you will be able to teach Solus to have feelings. I hope you'll always be the kind-hearted Lila I've known, even when I am gone. If you do, then your wishes will come true. May good magic give you guidance. To my daughter, last of the Solstians. From your mother, the last of Alicia.
Can you teach someone to have emotions? True sight. Erases any magic cast to prevent things from seeing. I don't honestly know if I want that. I was told to stay in here, but I don't think there's anything else to do in here, so... This opened up. Let me see where this leads first. Oh. It's a cave. Oh. See a dragon. Yeah, there it is. Lila. Lila, I love you. Solus, I love you too. Yes, Lila and Solus. Yes.
I'm using the last of my magic so that you may hear me.
Hello.
My human side is rapidly deteriorating. I can hardly speak now.
Human.
I'm the leader of the socials, Azabar Durin. I am the last dragon with a human consciousness. Even the great magician, Gil Grey, is now just a fire dragon.
No, Gil!
There were many that preferred to die rather than lose their human consciousness. Now Lila is the last of the socials. I will soon forget everything, leaving her behind. The eternal ring that we destroyed cannot be repaired completely, and it's losing its power.
Oh, yeah.
Each time Solus tries to get out, the entire island shakes, and it's getting worse. I have told Lila to leave the island, but she's trying to save Solus. She is teaching him to have a human heart, and to care about others.
How's that working
She
out?
doesn't understand that it's impossible to teach human emotions to a being with no feelings. Only the one who has the 4 keys can get to the eternal ring from the ancient laboratory. Lila's there. Please, save her from the evil curses that bind her. The younger you that I once knew had a kind heart. I'm confident that you will achieve great success. For you, Lin Grey, are first child of the great magician.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really understand, but that's fine. Whatever. Whatever. Okay. I actually don't know if I want to create a ring or not. Let me look at the spell guide, see if there's any spells I really want. Because I did pick up a bunch of gems. You get the most powerful wind spell, maybe. Oh yeah, I want Time Stop, which is a dark spell.
I shall pass thou submit to
Alright, so to get Time Stop. Time Stop is a light spell. So I have 2 divine gems. 14. That's actually 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, I could just use 2 of these. I think this will work. Let's try
Pass
it.
down the knowledge of the ancients.
Well, absorb. That's not what I wanted at all. What the heck? Now I need to load my game. Absorb. All right. Oh, you know what? I realized what I did wrong.
I shall submit.
No, this needs to be a dark gem. Sorry. Alright, so it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That should be it. This should do it. This should time stop. Guardian. Guardian. That's not what I wanted either. Dragon could have explained this. The dragon didn't care about my wasting my time.
I shall pass down the knowledge that some.
You're not passing down any knowledge. Alright, this is the dark spell. Alright, so I put a dark gem there. And so I should end up with time stop. High stones, the high spell. Time stop is the high spell. It's a level 2 high spell. Oh, okay, never mind. It needs to be 19 plus. Oh my god. Alright, let's see if we can do that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nine, 10, 11, 12, 13. Two forest gems. Okay, this should be enough.
I shall pass down the knowledge of the ancients.
This should work this time. for real. This should work this time for real. This is gonna work. It's all gonna work out. We're gonna get time stop. Dark stop. That's probably time stop. It says the word stop. Darkness engulfs enemy to restrict movement. I think that's probably it. The problem is the guide. The guide uses different names for things. I think the guide was like translated from the Japanese version or something. And so it has different translations of different things. Alright, yeah, dark stop is the time stop. Okay. That's all we need for now. Whoa. Ow! Oh, God. Snap it. Oh, this sucks. I got one. Okay, I only have 2 magic crystals left. Snap it. Yeah, if enemies aren't dropping magic crystals, I'm kind of boned. Dang. That's my last magic crystal. This apparently doesn't work on these creatures. Let's try material arrow. Wow. Green door. Yellow door. I don't think I have the green or yellow key. No. Those are the 2 keys I need. Dragon's doing probably Alright, let's try this all again. Let's try to do this better than we were. I think the dragon is probably playing Nintendo. Which Nintendo? That's up to you. Let your heart decide. Dragon's playing the Virtual Boy. Switch that out with material arrow. Let me save in both spots, because I won't remember which spot it was last week, so... I mean, next week. We'll continue this game next week. Let's see if we can get past this dastardly area. Special thanks to the FilmCow Patreon supporters. Greatly appreciate the support. I think they're spending too much time making GTA 6. And here's why I think that. I had a lot of fun playing GTA 3. I don't think they need to make it quite so so elaborate. I think if they just make another GTA 3, just make it low poly. It doesn't have to have all those polygons. Doesn't have to have all that fidelity. I'll be back tomorrow. It's the 8th anniversary of the Video Game Valley. That's right, tomorrow's the 8th anniversary. I do hope to see you there for that. Probably gonna be playing some Sonic Jam. Daniels, thank you for the 2 Canadian. Thanks for stream. Thanks for watching. Sucker for modern graphics. There's a thing with like high fidelity graphics where like all the characters need to have like really elaborate programming around the way that they interact with the physical environment. And it always makes the environment less real to me. I really like... There's something about like playing, let's say, Half-Life 2 or something. where like everything is running off of extremely simple systems. But you really feel as though that's an environment that you're living inside of. You're stacking boxes. You're jumping on seesaws. Everything is knowable and thus real. There are so many systems in modern games, so many systems just in like the movement technology and stuff that even though visually it looks more realistic, it feels less like a world that I'm living in and more like a world that the character is living in, if that makes sense. Invalid Synapse, thank you for the $5. Happy anniversary, Eve. Thank you. Bring back Ragdoll. It was always funny when it was like super obvious, like the very moment that your character just no longer under your control, it's ragdolling. In about 5 to 8 seconds, you'll be able to control them again. Anyway, Grand Theft Auto 6. I mean, when it comes out, I'll probably play it at some point. It takes place in Florida. Why not? Why not? I love driving around, running into things. Alright, well that'll be it for tonight. I'm gonna go eat a cookie or something. I don't know. feeling all down. I gotta do something good. I gotta do a nice thing. Get my head out of the swamp. Gotta watch a movie. Play a video game. I realize I just did play a video game, but you know. Gotta play another video game. Gotta run around. Do some kicks. Have a great night, everyone. A great morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. Have a good one. Farewell, everyone. I love you all.